Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, welcome to another pubcast by Vilko. Today we have Team Iniquity going up against the Invincible All-Stars here. Rocking a bit of the Mario. Pardon me. Starting out bands, we had the Keeper Light and the Darkseer from Team Iniquity, followed up by the Magnus and the Nyx from Incredible All-Stars. Invincible, I should say, sorry. Then we had the Batrider as the first pick, followed by the Wisp and the Queen of Pain. And then for Team Iniquity, you had the Lifesteal and the Shadow Dam picked up, and the final pick of the first round was Chaos Knight. Moving on to the next bands, we see Lone Druid banned out by Team Iniquity, followed by Windrunner and the Clockwork Goblin. For Invincible All-Stars, we see the Bounty Hunter, Puck, and waiting on their third ban. So far, both teams have their carry. Oh, sorry, got the hiccups, guys. So they're looking to ban out a couple of the offlaners and secondary. For Invincible All-Stars, they'll probably have that Queen of Pain go mid. CK and Wisp can also go mid if Quap wants to safe lane. We'll see how they decide to do that. Then for Team Iniquity, we have the Disruptor pickup, wanting to teamfight by the looks of it. They do have that bat, really strong Shadow Demon, really good ganker, and that Glimpse so strong against heroes like Queen of Pain and the Wisp when he can just send them back as soon as they jump in. So you see it done a lot with blinkers like Animage, really good counter to him if well executed. He blinks away, you can glimpse him back in, but I haven't seen it too much against Wisp, so we'll see how it works out. Could do amazing stuff for him.
5 seconds remaining.
Looks like Invincible All-Stars, they've got a lot of options open to them. They could be looking for an offlaner. If they're going to go Queen of Pain mid, CK Wisp +1 in the safe lane, they're looking for an offlaner right now. Magnus has been banned out, Puck has been banned out, Windrunner's been banned out, Lone Druid's been banned out, Darkseer's been banned out. A heap of them, a heap of the good ones. You got the old school Tide Hunter, he's still in the pool. We see EG picking up him a bit lately and showing it's still very viable in the current game, and after a few little tweaks and nerfs and a bit more aggression coming out from most teams thanks to the increased gank bonus, but still a good pick, so we'll see how it works out there. You've also got some unusual ones. Tree, not a bad offlaner. Weaver, but they've already got two farm dependent heroes, arguably, within the CK and the Queen of Pain. There's their second support with the Rubik. So Team Iniquity have similar options. They could go aggressive tri-lane with this Lifestealer, Shadow Demon and Disruptor. Batrider can go mid, he can go off lane. Who knows where they're going to go. So we might be looking for an offlane, or might be looking for a mid, but there's not a heap of offlanes in the pool. Bounty Hunter has also been banned out. So thinking through the current popular offlanes, there's not a lot left here.
10 seconds remaining.
They could also be looking for a mid if they want to stick that Batrider up there.
5 seconds remaining.
Even a safe laner. They've got Batrider's farm reliant, Lifestealer's farm reliant, but you can run the 3-course strategy. It's still viable if you play it well. Who knows what they'll go for. They're taking their time. They're going to the reserve time. Not quite sure what they want. Yeah, but let's just point out some of the good combinations here. With that Disruptor, you have that static field, and that is going to help Lifestealer wail on them. Batrider, if he gets a couple of stacks of knee pump, that with the Lifestealer slow, you won't be able to run away from that. He can just absolutely hammer on you. And won't be a good time for the Invincible All-Stars. So they've got a fair bit of lockdown within that Batrider and Disruptor, but not a lot of guaranteed stuns. There's a Morphling pickup of all things. Okay, and they're probably going to go aggressive tri-lane, Batrider or Morphling mid, and then one of them on the safe lane. But that is a very unusual pickup, especially considering they could see a jungle Lifestealer. Not very popular within the CM because he's just such a strong laner and can get the levels so fast in the lane when compared to the jungle, but that's got to have taken Invincible All-Stars a bit off guard, because that is a very surprising pick. What will they go for? Looks like they're going to eat into their reserve time as well. That would have taken them off guard. And you got to say, they've got a little bit of lockdown with the Rubik Lift and the CK Bolt, but they don't have a heap of stuns, so we could see a Bane if they wanted to get some disable for that Lifestealer in rage form, or even a Beastmaster. There's another offlaner that's a bit old school, a bit forgotten these days. He can go offlane, he can stack it up, and he does have that rule to go through the magic community of the Lifestealer and try and hold down that Morphling if he starts getting the farm and wreaking havoc. So, waiting on the last pick. Zeus! Okay, then really pulling out some funky stuff in this last pick and ban phase. Looks like they might be going aggressive tri-lane if that's the case, with the CK, Rubik and Wisp. Queen of Pain, safe lane or mid, and then Zeus, again, safe lane or mid. We'll see how they decide to lane it, but either way, it's going to be a very interesting game with those last two picks of the Morphling and the Zeus. Let's see how it goes, guys. We'll head on into the game once the players choose their heroes. For Team Iniquity, we have Soyu picking up the Batrider, Kadam on the Lifestealer, Enzi on the Shadow Demon, Gudufacht on the Disruptor, and the final pick we also have Exiled Dota on the Morphling. And let's see how they land this. Will we see a bottle rush on this Morphling? That's the question. Chilling a lot into Agi. He's got that Ring of Protection up, no mana. Regen, very little health with just a set of tangos. Okay, Kadar might be going to the jungle. He's got a Quelling Blade and a Stout Shield. A pretty common build for the jungle. Some people like to stack those Stout Shields because that way you can do Centaurs from level 1 if you are Tango into the trees there. He gets a lot of damage from that face, so Quelling Blade isn't always necessary to bring down those big creeps, but it does help, especially if you want more variety and the ability to go from the smaller ones and medium ones and stuff like that. Shadow Demon's got some quick sentry wards out here, and Disruptors pick up the Observer wards, rocking the Space Pirate items there. Okay, Dire Team's laning. Looks like we've got CK and Wisp down the bottom. Yeah, they're going aggressive tri-lane. Zeus in the mid, and Quap will be their second core. She'll probably go for a DPS, considering how much farm she's going to get up here. She's probably going to go for a Power Treads, maybe into an Orchid or an Aghanims, maybe even a Rush BKB. A couple of different options. We've also seen a drum build come out a couple of times lately, and that's going to help their mobility. They probably are going to want to be aggressive here when you've got a Morphling and a Lifestealer to take them late game. You've got so many nukes here between that Zeus, Queen of Pain, Rubik and CK. So much maneuverability as well. You're going to want to go for an aggressive build, and you're going to want to fight this early. They can transition okay into the late game, but it depends on how much farm and levels they get. So in the mid lane, we've got that Morphling up against that Zeus. We've got that Disruptor looking for some mid pulls here. I think that Lifestealer, I'm not sure who took down those trees actually. Everyone's still got tankers. Lifestealer must have rotated and taken them out. On the bot lane, we've got Lifestealer and Shadow Demon, so dual lane's coming out here. Dual lane on tri-lane, so they may find themselves in trouble. Of course, Lifestealer's laning presence not to be underestimated here. I'll get the last hits up for all you nice ladies and gentlemen to have a look at. Shadow Demon, grab that Illusion Rune first up. No amazing plays coming out. Some big, but a couple of last hits being missed here by the Morphling. Having to tank that wave, really hurting him, nearly down to half health just trying to get some farm here. And that's going to hurt him a lot. Welcome back there. Sorry guys, had to have a little pause after an interruption. No kills going on, haven't missed anything too interesting. We're just commenting about how the Zeus is forcing off that mid lane with this Arc Lightning, and no levels into Lightning Bolt yet, tuned to put it into Static Field, really trying to harass back this Morphling. Pretty interesting considering it's a percentage based skill, and you've got a Morphling here who doesn't have much health to take a percent of. But it could work out, and there's the pause from Wisp, just trying to delay this game further because he's a little whiny bitch. Queen of Pain up on the top lane. She has, I have got to sneeze. She has 7 for 5 up on her, quite heavily outlaying the Batrider, who's 5 for 4. A Stout Shield pickup on a ranged hero is pretty interesting, not a massive fan of that. I feel like it could have been invested into better stats, help out his last hitting and mana pool as well. Queen of Pain's got that quick magic stick up, so she shouldn't have too much trouble between a blink, unless you have a rotation from some of the other heroes here. Queen of Pain should be fine. And that Disruptor's just pulling those mid camps, being an absolute nuisance. And he will pull the big camp as well to deny this creep wave. The Morphling bottles the haste rune, and this Zeus is extended really far forward. I don't know if Morphling will be able to get the kill here. Don't think he realizes no levels up in Lightning Bolt. Just harassing Zeus out of the XP range there. And that's level 4 for Morphling against a level 2 Zeus. Nearly on to level 3, but 2.5 minutes in, that's a massive difference. Oh, and on bottom lane, we see the Shadow Demon go down. Defensive Disruption could not save him. Kadam's going to be fine, but CK took a lot of damage there. Will they go in? No. No. There's a lift now, but it was on cooldown at the time. And no mana for the stun from CK. But there's our first blood at 3 minutes in, heading towards the Invincible All-Stars. Looking at the last hits, you got the Quap and the CK are right up the top, but 15 on that Morphling, absolutely destroying a lane which Zeus really shouldn't have too much trouble in. But this is just showing the strength of these mid pulls. Every single wave is getting pulled down here by Defect on the Disruptor. And he is level 3. He is nearly out leveling this Zeus simply from the mid pulls. Just that denying and killing the creeps. So strong. No levels up in the Thunderstrike yet. All into the Glimpse and the barrier. Realizing that they need some more help down here on the bot lane. He's got a couple more levels so he can really help him out. And yeah, all level 3s for, and a level 2 for the Dire. And similar story for the Radiant. So no level advantage. Nearly a level 4 up on the lifesteal. That's the one thing to note. But he doesn't benefit amazingly from that. And Morphling actually managed to pick off the Zeus from a gank going wrong in the mid lane. This might be a double kill as well. Morphling does get a double kill there. Level 6 now. Disruptor also gets a kill on the Wisp. Really helping out Iniquity Gaming there. And will CK go down? No glimpse up. Barrier up in 2. And there's only Shadow Poison, but he's going to be tanking the crit wave for these full 2 seconds. Realizing he doesn't want to go in against Kadama and Defect. So he's going to fall back there with the CK. He's got a salve, so he's on pretty high health anyway. Gonna get rid of my little watermark there. Sorry about that. Kadam 12 for 4 so far. Only 1 assist. Not too bad, but 22 on the Morphling. Really accelerating here. Totally outlaned this Zeus. You gotta feel like this Zeus was a bit of a counter to the Morphling, but they just gave away a double kill to him. And he is level 7 now. Got that bottle. Oh, he might go on this again. He's got double damage. Will he pop it? And the pause out there as Lifestealer disconnects from the game. That is actually going to help out the Dire besides the Radiant pause. He's got a double damage rune. That will put him up to about 150, 160 damage. And 3 hits on the Zeus. After that pop. Taking armor into account, 3 hits and he is gone. And with all that agi, he's going to have so much. He's got the Wraith Band done. He's got the Boots of Speed. And 5 seconds off an Aquila. After this kill, he might even be able to head towards another item after that. Barrier is not too far off his Tranquil Boots. But 5 minutes in, you really want that blink as fast as you can. Queen of Pain 21 for 10. The Bat Rider 12 for 5. So nearly double the last hits on that Queen of Pain. Absolutely hammering this Bat Rider, taking complete control of this lane. You got to say the safe lanes, the mid lane is really where the advantage is turning. The Zeus is way down on 6th on the scoreboard, 11 for 1. Whereas the Morphling's right up the top, 26 for 3. So that's a big turnaround there. That Morphling's getting fat, but at the same time, Queen of Pain is getting an awful lot, and Bat Rider isn't getting much at all. So we'll see how this turns out. CK's also out farming the Lifestealer down there. If we have a quick look at the XP, it's heading 2,000 in the Radiant advantage and 750 on the gold. The level's really helping out from that mid pull for the Disruptor, and that really what helped give Morphling the advantage. Just denying Zeus those levels, such an important thing to do. Especially against a hero like a Zeus who relies on his nuking his early game control and is now level 4 against a level 7 Morphling, nearly double the level. And I don't think he did manage to get a kill on that the Zeus earlier on, which is a shame, but on the Dire on the Radiant side, sorry, on the bot lane, looks like we're seeing some aggression. Just some camps being stolen here. Why bother warding it when you can get the farm yourself? That's what Invincible All-Stars motto is. And Kadam may find himself in trouble. Very low mana, only enough for a rage. Barely enough for a rage, you got to say. And he's not getting as much farm as he would like. 16 last hit, so not too bad, but missing out on a lot here. 20 up on the CK. And the regen rune gets bottled by the Morphling. He's rotating. 6 minutes in, the wards have expired. If there's even a ward up here, there's a couple of stacks on the slow, and there's the ulti. That's going to be a kill for the Bat Rider and the Morphling. The blink away from the Queen of Pain, but still so slow. 4 stacks now. Can't turn around for the ulti. She was looking for it. Probably best she didn't, because that wouldn't have got a kill anyway. Just, oh, repeating North with his slows, making everything sticky, just so powerful. And yet another pause coming out now. This is getting a little bit excessive now. Come on, I've got work to get to, guys. I'm with you, Shadow Demon. There's a resume. And Zeus finally getting some levels. Level 5, but level 8 coming out in this Morphling. Zeus is working towards a magic wand, and when you're mid 7 minutes in, has a bottle boots and magic wand, something's going wrong here. On the bot lane, may be going right. There's a stun, 3 seconds. That should spell the death of the fuck. Kadam might go down as well. No ulti yet. There's a tether. Will he have enough movement speed? Oh, the body block from Shadow Demon. Oh, and he does manage to get away. The courier came close. NZ came close. Kadam came close, but couldn't get a kill. And there's a blink in on the Queen of Pain. Oh, and the double kill here. Popping the ulti for the Shadow Demon. Didn't want him to get away. Why right click when you got an ulti? That's what it's for. Making a hoot and a holler. Making a scene, sorry, out of that. The showmanship. That's what it's all about. And that's going to help out the Dire team heaps. They really need that. They need to take out this exiled Dota, but he's got the regen rune. He's got 1 grand in the bank with that Aquila. And 500 on the Queen of Pain with the power trades. That double kill helped her out so much with the cash. 27 for 13 on her, but 46 on the Morphling. Absolutely speeding away here with the last hits. He's getting up to 50. You're looking at 30 on the CK. So much. Level 9 as well. None into that replicate. I wonder if we're going to see the E-Blade build come out here. Or maybe a bit of an old school Manta Scatty sort of thing. Just topping up those stats, getting those illusions, and just wanting to fight face to face and forgetting about the little pickoffs. If he does go to that E-Blade, you've got a Wisp, the squishiest strength hero in existence, it has to be said. Zeus, he's got a bit of a buff to strength game, but it is not going to be enough to survive this. And he actually has pretty much the levels of a support hero here. Morphling's rotating down. He might look for bot. Oh, the Kadam, they don't get sight of him, and now he spots 3 of them. No lift there, no telekinesis. There's a lift, there's a stun. Oh, the rage comes out. Who's TPing down here? It is the Morphling. He'll get a kill. Easy kill, double kill nearly. No, Rubik was just killed by the tower, but as simple as a wave, and that Wisp is dead. Zinger is going to have a similar story here. The Invis rune gets popped. The waveform is up. Oh, the wrong direction there. But the Feck might find himself in trouble. A couple right clicks. He's dead. Zeus gets the kill there out of the Invis. The 1 second stun onto Kadam. There's the slow. He'll find himself in trouble. Morphling's trying to rotate back in, but the Reality Rift trying to pick up NZ and get away from that lifestealer. Zeus manages to get it, help out on the kill there, and NZ, the differential disruption might save him, but oh, so much damage from those spirits, and Shadow Demon did go down. Will they find the Morphling? No mana on the Morphling. There's a Scream of Pain. 8-8 now to score at 9 minutes in. That is going to help out Invincible All-Stars so much. Might even bring it back to even. The buyback from Morphling, that's going to hurt him even more when it comes to the gold. And we should see this gold graph diff back down. Yep, they might go down to maybe 2.5k, 2k, which should really help him out. The downside is that while this is happening, on the top lane, Batrider's getting farmed. 32 for 10 now. He's actually 10 last hits ahead of that solo mid Zeus. But hey, can you blame him? Half his creep wave is denied every time. And he might find himself in trouble. Lasso's up. He's got the nearly maxed out Flame Break and the Firefly. 3 stacks onto Zinger. Zinger might go down. There's the Lasso. There's the sneeze. There's the wave from Morphling coming in for the steal. He's got 2 in the adaptive strike. And on the bot lane, some more kills goes down. Disruptor falls down to the CK. But Rubik did go down in a trade there. And who did that go towards? Disruptor got the kill and then Disruptor died. So, Kadam now matched out Rage. That's really going to slow him down. This was a pretty damn good play. Oh, Kadam might actually find himself caught out. No, they're looking for him in the lane, but he's in the jungle and he just got sight of that. Them all taking the tower for no reason whatsoever. I don't know if they realize this is going on. But if someone blinks down here like the Morphling, if he TPs, this could be an easy kill on that Wisp. No TP on him. So we should get out fine. Tethering away. Yeah, this is a pretty cool play within the picks from Iniquity. they've got that lifestealer, so nukes are going to be no good. And they've got the Morphling, which means you need nukes, and Niv's going to help. There's the Infest coming out, and the CK is going to go down. He's buried up, and Kadim's just hammering on him. The armlet switch is pretty fast before boots, in fact, but he will fall. Toggling his best. Toggling his absolute hard. He's got to switch again. There he goes. Done about 3 times. He should have gone down. There's the Zeus ulti. Some more damage going down. There's a scream as well. CK finally goes down, but Shadow Demon is not far from the grave. Morphling ain't too hot either. There's a silence from the Disruptor. Will he bring down Sawyer? One right click. Do they see the Morphling? He's got a lot of strength and bottling up, trying to get that mana. He has... Oh, his strength is just off the chain, and Rubik steals waveform. Will it be enough? He goes in on this, but Queen of Pain doesn't follow up here. She doesn't have much. Will they get the Shadow Demon also low? And Zeus comes in with this... with the Lightning Bolt, with the Arc Lightning, getting a double kill there. I don't even know if he was intending for the Shadow Demon. Just wanted to bring that Morphling and got a bit of collateral. So Shadow Demon stuck around trying to be helpful. They nearly turned around the Rubik, but good movement from the Zeus there. Just shocking from afar. He's getting desperate, but he's just bought no talismans, and that double kill is going to help him out so much. Along with the levels, he's only level 8, going level 9. 12 for 14 at 12 minutes in. And this Disruptor doesn't have too much to his name. I wonder who will be going for the mech here. Blink Dagger's up on the Batrider. That's a big deal. Disruptor doesn't have too much. Lifestealer went for the face boots, doesn't have his armlet yet. And that was a really interesting choice from the CK to go for the armlet before treads, before even boots. But it saved him his life about 3 times within that engagement, and really helped to turn it around. Just the time and dedication it took to try and bring down that CK, and the last 200 of his health points about 3 times. It gets really draining on your mana pools, really draining on your cooldowns, and helped out his team. Unfortunately couldn't save his own life. On the top lane, we're looking towards an Ags on this Queen of Pain. Just got that points boost so far, 613. So she's done really good with those levels, and gold she got up on the safe lane. Zeus is looking for his level 11. His ulti's up now. Got a lot of global on the Dota side, has to be said, between the Wisp and the Zeus ulti. That's going to help secure him a kill if it's well timed. You've still got Rage. I'm not sure on this, but you might be even able to avoid the ultimate if you're in waveform. I think it might be one of those abilities where technically he disappears from the map for half a second and reappears. So both their carries can possibly avoid that stuff. Along with the Shadow Demon, he's got the disruption on himself or a low ally. They've got a lot of escape mechanisms to avoid this Zeus ulti. But Morphling forces you to choose some big nukes, and Lifesteal loves big nukes. Well, he loves avoiding them, I should say. And oh, there's a blink on the bat onto the Infest. Zinger will go down here. There, pops the ulti, just trying to help out. Disruptor as well. There's the ulti. Queen of Pain manages to pick up the Disruptor. And will they go back in one this Batrider? So much flames, and Wisp is going to tank it. He's keen. Frontline Wisp. Sorry, no, CK is at the front line but goes down. Sawyer will go down as well from the Queen of Pain. She's got a blink in 2 seconds. 1 second. And she's got the scream as well. The buyback. Oh, and the glimpse back as well. She'll keep running though. That didn't do too much damage for her. Kadam brings down the Wisp in the meantime. Morphling waveforms up. Blink was on cooldown, but not enough time to cast it there. And that's another kill for the Morphling. 8-4. He's bought back once already. 67 for 4. Wow, he's got the Ghost Scepter, so he's going that E-Blade build, and he can hammer down just about anyone on this team. I think the CK is about the only one that can survive it, so won't be a good day for the Invincible All-Stars when that comes out. And in the mid lane, CK's nearly got his power treads up. Zeus has got mana boots, and that's about it. In the meantime, you've got Ghost Scepter, Power Treads, and Aquila on the Morphling. Here's a TP in, but they might find themselves caught out. You got the time. The glimpse back on the Zeus. They should have seen that one coming. There's a blink in the Queen of Pain. Even though they're outnumbered there, they want to go for this. The Disruptor silence, making sure she can't blink out of this. And there's a couple of right clicks. Oh, that damage. Oh, there's an ulti from Zeus. And the stolen waveform from Rubik brings down the Shadow Demon. A quick little pick off there. Zeus got glimpse back, but he didn't care much for that. Nearly up to level 10 now. So close to that level 2 ulti. That's going to help him out a lot. Another 110 damage stacked on top of that. And, oh, sorry, 125. Looking the wrong one. And they'll bring up to about 300 damage. A bit less after magic resistance, but still about a quarter of Shadow Demon's health. Maybe even a third. Not bad considering you can do it from the fountain. Wisp is also getting up towards level 8. He's actually gone a level in stats at the moment, looks like. 1 in overcharge, 4 in the spirits, 1 in the ultimate. So either he hasn't distributed a skill point. No, I think he has gone stats. Yeah, you got +2 on the Agi and the Int. Morphling managed to pick off the Zeus. The Batrider ulti was used for that. And that's yet another kill going this way. Only 700 gold off of this Morphling Ethereal Blade. And that ain't going to help him. He's finally skilled that ulti as well. Now he's got the max in the Adaptive Strike. And the Morph as well. And he's TPing back to base, but then he can blink into this 100% health replicate whenever the heck he wants. But he's only got 3 seconds on, so he has to do it now. Oh, there's the reality rift. They hadn't seen the replicate floating around this entire game, so they thought it was a real one, but luckily they didn't waste too much on it. Just a rift and the tether, so not a big deal here. Morphling's going to have to walk his way back to the mid lane after that. That's the only downside. And Morphling's back to the mix. Also, got to point out, he can make a replicate and it will deal 50% of the damage, which doesn't sound like much, but when that life stealer gets awful fat, that is going to be a massive deal. Oh, there's a wisp. A bit of overkill there. 3 ultis going down for that one. So 2 ultis with the Disruptor and the Lasso, which is now on cooldown, which isn't a bad trade-off. 18 for 18 at 18 minutes in. This Morphling's 200 off his E-Blade. You gotta have a countdown for this. You need like 90 seconds until E-Blade's up, and then you've just got to run because he can destroy any of you. And that's a good timing to start putting levels into his ulti. One more in that, and it will just give him a lot more time to position it to jump in whenever the heck he wants it. There's a blinking ulti from Queen of Pain and the Zeus. She blinking 1 second, scream. Oh, doesn't manage to get off the attack animation. Did pop and the Disruptor TP'd out, but she might get a consolation kill. Mistimed the screen there on the disruption. Lifts up the right one of all things, and Enzi might find himself in trouble. A couple more right clicks from this Queen of Pain. One more from the Queen of Pain. The Queen of Pain poison gets a tick and gets a kill. Lucky escape from that Disruptor. And Batrider actually took a lot of damage, but didn't actually go down. I'm not sure who was on that. I think it must have been the Zeus having a crack there. He's up to level 10, nearly level 11. Maxed out static field is going to do wonders for him. Okay, kinetic field. I'm getting those two mixed up, yeah. But here's the kinetic field wielder in Disruptor. He goes ulti. Ulti gets chucked down. There's the E-Blade. There's the Adaptive Strike. Queen of Pain can't get out of that. Blink in and Lasso. Ruby gets brought down as well. And Zinger will fall after this. Got the ulti from Shadow Demon on him. And Wisp, not much he can do. Very little health. So squishy. And Zinger survived a lot longer than they thought he would. Dealt a bit of damage, but that's still 4 for none. That E-Blade absolutely owning. Showing that Morphling is still a viable pick. Especially if you can outlane a Zeus. Or just, constantly pull and deny the Zeus. People say that the game needs to be changed. That this mid pull just isn't right. And in situations like this, it's hard to argue with him. You could say it's a part of the game and, it takes skill and that separates people and stuff like that. But when you get to this tier of play, it's just unfortunate when people can still time it that well and clear out all the camps. It's really not fair for the entire team, you have to say, when you can deny XP from that many lanes. And the mid lane's so pivotal as well. Regardless, it is there, and it's there to be used, so they're making the most of it, Team Iniquity. They may go for a Roshan soon. Morphling can just go into strength and tank it up, and Lifestealer can deal the damage, but Morphling has an Invis rune. No levels in the null field. Oh, sorry, maxed out null field, just the one telekinesis, so it will be a little bit harder to bring down this Rubik. who hasn't managed to steal much pivotal to the game. Morphling's moving to position into the middle of 4 of them. His Invincible is wearing off, so he's going to hightail it out of there. Playing it safe. Pardon me with the hiccups. Now, he replicates here. He's going to try and jump onto this disruptor illusion when he gets into position. Oh no, he's looking to pick it off and then get out. He's only got 30 seconds to do this. The smoke up. This could be bad for both teams. Morphling might have even catched a glimpse of that. But there's Stake Field. They thought they were smoking into Roshan, I think. But just rotating down onto the bot lane. Lifestealer might find himself in trouble. There's a rage out. That slow projectile speed on the CK, making it all too easy. But then might go down. Reality risks him out of the trap. He will go down. There's an ulti from Zeus as well. Level 1 in that still. And Morphling's looking pretty low, but that morph ability helping that so much. We've got the blink and scream from Queen of Pain in 1 second. Will she go for it? Where did Queen of Pain go? No, she got disrupted then. Oh, such good timing from the Shadow Demon. Helping to save the Morphling there. But Batrider and Shadow Demon will go down for that. Being a team player, but that was a brilliant smoke gang. 1 for 3 there. Really helped to bring him back in the game. 23-22 at 23 minutes in. Go full Agi. To Pro. That all chat. He's so squishy with this. 500 health. Yeah, if Zeus gets into position here, he can kill him. Like really easily. 600 health, and just between the lightning bolt and the thunderstrike, you have how much do you have? 350 plus 350, so 700. Along with a static field, that should be enough to bring him down. And but he won't find him. Luckily, there's a damage strike. There's a wave. Free kill with the haste rune. Wisp has to be so careful now. He can't afford to be out on the map like that. There wasn't even a replicate that he jumped to in or out. It was just walking up with the haste rune. Pretty quick in and out of there. Haste rune's still going. He might be able to get another kill in 10 seconds. He probably will. Cooldown's so short on this. Now he's got that disruptor to blink back to. 40-second cooldown on that, and he is all Agi. 1 in the strength, plus 24 from the I don't even know what that's from. Stats or something. Level 15. No, there's only got 1 stat. Oh, there's a glimpse back and the silence. That's 1 dead Queen of Pain if I've ever seen one. And nice enough to give it to Disruptor as well. Oh, Barrow blinks in and gets a pull on Rubik. Rubik now steals the Firefly. He can ride around in that wand if he wants to. So he might find himself in trouble. But the right click's coming here from the Morphling, who jumps back out. Zeus pops the ulti to get the kill on the Batrider, which is a good decision there. And just so much mobility from this Morphling. They can't seem to catch him out here. And what do we have in base? Just some Tangos and Arwood branches. Nothing too interesting though. 2k up on the Morphling. Please go Scatty. It's not a good game till you've had a Scatty. He's not too far from an ulti orb. He might have just grabbed the ulti orb into the Manta or the Asher. There's the E-Blade onto the CK. Wow, how much damage did that do? I think it was already quite low, but that just caned him. He's working towards the BKB just to try and help him out a bit. Of course, you got the Batrider pull though, and you got a lot of right-click damage from the Radiant side, so he might actually still find himself out in trouble. If you get lassoed, it doesn't matter what you've got, you're in a heap of trouble. Zeus, 1500 up on him, and Morphling gets another kill. This time on the Rubik. Again, so far away this Rubik from anyone else on the map. All these outside towers taken by the Radiant team, really helping him out. Only 1 taken from the Dire at 25 minutes in, so not looking great for them. The XP should tell a similar story. It got up to 7.5 and it's heading back that direction again. The gold has petered out at about 7.5. Pretty big for this early in, you got to say. Especially with this team. I don't think we got a mech up. Yeah, no mech up. There is an Ags on the Queen of Pain, so she can just throw that out constantly. And it will do extra damage. If Morphling E-Blades someone, he will tank a lot. So he's got to morph a little bit back into the strength if he wants to survive. Souls his bottle, grabs an ulti orb. What will we be looking towards? probably a mana. Most people are pussies and go for manas, but hopefully he'll be a real man and go for the Scatty, but we'll find out soon enough. 1300 off him. And there's another tower for the Radiant. That's what they needed. Grouping up now, fearing that Morphling, but the Radiant will get a similar trade-off now. Dezo up on the Lifestealer, really helping to bring down this tower quicker. 4-staff not too far up on the Batrider as well. You got a Cloak on the Disruptor. Against this team, you're going to want a pipe sooner or later against Queen of Pain and Zeus. There's the, there's a disruption for Shadow Demon and the silence. Perfect, easy setup for that. And Sawyer might actually go down here. Does go down. Queen of Pain quickly gets that before dying. And the Lifestealer managed to pick up the kill on the Zeus. Rubik, oh, you do not want to be here, but Kaon does get brought down. That CK stun really helping out there, and the TP away from the Disruptor. I think he went and cowered in the trees, and Whisper even going to check that out, but just a fraction too late. We've got a drum up on the Rubik, so might be looking toward a Blink or a 4-staff. He's got 800 up on him. Really need to help his team get out of that kinetic field. When you get put down by the Shadow Demon, and they've done this combo a couple of times now, you get pulled down by the Shadow Demon, then you get that kinetic field and ulti. Queen of Pain, they love picking her off because she feels so safe being able to blink. Morphling might find himself caught out here. Morphling into strength, double damage CK. No stun, no mana. He's got the big head, but it didn't pop it. Rubik's rotating out, but he's tanking a lot of the creeps. And you got the Thunder Strike as well from the Disruptor. He might find himself caught out. Will Morphling man up here? No, he's heading back to base. And Rubik's cowering as well. He does have that slow, and that's going to help out the CK so much. Between that slow and a double damage rune. That's why the Radiant are being so careful. Batrider's about 300 off his 4-staff. Disruptor has a Ghost Scepter. Really? Okay then. Must be for the CK or the Quap, but you realize what team you're on, don't you, Disruptor? You're on the Radiant. You're not up against a Morphling and a Lifestealer. You're up against Nukers. Maybe he just wanted to switch the aggro and hope to God he doesn't get hit by any magic during that point. It can be a good distraction. Some people list it as a half-second BKB because people just freak out and go, oh shit, what do I do? Oh, I've got to stun him. And they just keep attacking him for about a second. They realize that's a replicant now. There's a jump in from Morphling. There's the E-Blade onto the Wisp and the Adaptive Strike. Jumping in there. He's on about half health. That ulti from Zeus helped do so much. But he might find himself caught out here. He does have a nuke if he wants to go onto the Morphling. There it is. But Morphling then jumps up and picks him up before going down. And quite similar story. That ultimate from Disruptor, such a good counter. The hero in general between that and and Rubik goes down as well. One big right click from the Lifesteal is enough. He's got his Hyperstone done as well. That negative armor does so much to help his team, not just for himself, but also for the Morphling, who's going scatty because he's a fucking champ. And Zinger will just get out there. Nearly got pushed back. Morphling, I think, will probably jump to the bot lane, get some more farm, but in the meantime, Lifesteal is just absolutely ripping it up. There's a glimpse back onto the Queen Pain. No ulti here, but will they even need it? Morphling's back in the mix. He's got a dive, but Queen Pain manages to get out there. He's that replicant. He can TP back and then jump straight back in within an instant. Does so much for him, and just showing how strong he really is as a hero. Often underestimated now. People don't even bother picking him, but still so strong. And with a double damage rune, even stronger. E-Blades up. He's about 400, 500 gold from his Scatty. And this is going to get him a heck of a lot closer. That's his point booster done, that's for sure. And only about 100 gold off that Orb of Venom. That's what the top wave here is for. A couple of right clicks with the double damage, even just a waveform to finish him off, and he will be fat as butter. There we go, he's got it now. He's got Scatty done. He can't get it from the side shop here. He'll have to go to the secret for that point booster. He might send the courier up there, or replicate. Yeah, he'll hold his replicate up here, head to the secret shop, and then come back. Just a absolute conga line down here. Now microing that replicate away. But no, he wants to use a replicate to jump in. Doesn't want to finish his Scatty just yet. Maybe he'll be super boss, sell his Aquila, and just get triple ulti orb later into that Manta and the Scatty. Just wanted to stack up stats. Who knows, but Lifestealer does get a kill on Zeus. I think that was a gank turn around here, and Kadam, oh no, the Rage is on cooldown. He will go down here. There's the field from the Disruptor, who also glimpses back to CK, trying to save the Lifestealer. Not enough though. 35%. There's a lift from the Rubik. Oh, there's the Ethereal Blade. There you go. A scream from Queen of Pain, so much damage. The 4 stuff, in fact, from the Bat Ride does do a lot. A good ulti from the Disruptor might not be enough. I think Morphling will need TP there if they want to make a big difference. The Scatty is done. The Scatty is done. There's no fun. The Scatty is done. CK working towards... There's a couple different options. It could be a blade.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You'd have to say an AC, but it could still be a blade mail with the amount of aggro that he's taking. He can't really stand there and deliver because he's just getting hammered so hard. So he may go for that, but apart from that, that's pretty much the 2 options. And Morphling picks up the defending Zeus. That Scatty slow does so much for him. Level 19 now, and this tower will fall if the Dire team don't come back. Wisp goes back but doesn't bring anyone with him, and then Mass TP's up there. Not sure why he didn't bring anyone back with him, and he's going to appear back here in a second. There he is. Disruptor catches him out but doesn't disrupt. Oh, Bat Rider. Bat Rider managed to get the last 2. He's got a 4 stuff to bring him far back, but he'll just hold in there, bring the pain, and Wisp does go down. Of course, that recent minor nerf to the Bat Rider means that he can't attack while he's ulting. But the thing is, you got Firefly cranking, you still got your Flame Break, and you still get just hammer up the stacks on the sticky napalm. So I've got to stop saying hammering. It's getting pretty frustrating, even for me. Can't imagine what it's like for you guys. Disruptors goes, Power Trade is done. Interesting to note, no mech, no pipe, no support items to help push him into the base. But we do have an Invious Morphling with a Scatty, with an E-Blade. Zinga's hanging back here. Morphling is going to really just need to go on a hunch. He's waiting for someone to come out. Zeus is working towards his axe, but it's going to be a good... Oh, Zeus, you took 1 step out of your base, and that is 1 step too far. Instant annihilation. In the meantime, Lifestealer gets a kill up top, and Zinga ruffling. What level is this? Poor Zeus, level 13 against level 20 Morphling in the mid lane. He's got another 2,500 to his name. He's going to have to go for a Yasha or a Manta or even an SNY just to bring up those stats. That is just crazy damage coming from him. And the glimpse back and the ultimate. Queen of Pain, your time is through. Lashed it up, but no one even cares. Everyone's going the Seeker, everyone's going the racks. The ulti from the Queen of Pain does manage to go before she gets brought down there, and the big adaptive strike from the Morphling as well as the disruption illusions. And then Morphling jumps up, strength morphing, but still so much damage up to this top tower. He's got 1900 health with only 27 points into that strength, but just the amount that Scatty gets you, the sheer stats of it. A little spike there, sorry, and it looks like the top racks will go down along with the mid racks. This should be our GG if the Dire team know when to give up. And Ogre Axe, okay, oh, nearly brings down the Morphling with the Zeus ulti, but an Ogre Axe up on the Rubik. Might be looking towards an SNY and the Fade bot onto the Morphling. He's going to buy back, and he can afford some travels as well if he wants to get back in here. Full agi like a man. Glimpse is up on cooldown, but they didn't really go too far from their base, so everyone just running around in circles, not sure what to do. CK has disconnected. He thinks it's over. I think most people in the audience will agree with that. Queen of Pain still having a crack here. Does manage to pick off the Shadow Demon and also the Bat Ride. Double kill. They're still in this. Oh, not quite enough to bring down the Disruptor. There's a 3-second stun on the Lifestealer. Morphling's back in the mix. And he should be able to pick up a couple. There's one. There's two. One each. Sharing is caring. And there's the GG call. Second lane of racks goes down. Third one will follow. If not just a throne. That was well played, and the Zeus pickup was quite interesting. so much just hinged on that mid lane. Morphling managed to sweep it, get so many last hits, highest on the map, and Zeus really had a hard time there. Morphling with the E-Blade diving the fountain for lols. Yeah, Morphling managed to get so much farm. The Zeus managed to get so little. Those mid pools just stuffed him up so bad, and they really needed to win that. Zeus was the defining factor. If he got levels, if he had outlaned this Morphling, which he was starting to with the very first wave or two, but that disruptor, he got so many levels from the pools, he denied so many levels to the Zeus, and it really helped turn the tides there, and Morphling just carried it from there, and Zeus could never quite catch up. 62 last hits at the end of the game, so I won't compare. It's not quite fair to compare the pair with Lifesteal and Morphling, but let's just say triple. Anyway, that's been the game. Hope you enjoyed. This has been Vilko casting for you. Take it easy.